Good morning to each one of you present over here, respected principal ma'am, worthy teachers and all my dear friends. We very well know about Gujarat, whether it is in terms of tradition or in terms of growth. So, today we are here for a group discussion on the topic Sustainable Development Gujarat Model of Economy. Now I would like my group members to please introduce themselves.
I, Rashi Jain.
I, Rahul Chandra.
I'm Samiksha Netang.
Myself Arunima Kumar.
Myself Ayush Jain.
Myself Dipanshu Yadav.
Hi, my name is Shivans Rao.
Okay guys, thank you. Now I'd like to commence our group discussion. Over to you.
From 2002-3 to 2011-12, Gujarat experienced a jump in its growth rate. The driving force was when the Chief Minister Narendra Modi's innovative and interpretation of neoliberal policies. The growth strategy had three major components: quantum jump in infrastructure, quantum jump in governance, and unprecedented rise in incentive and subsidies.
I'm with your point, but remember one thing, that there is a good contribution of tourism in Gujarat GDP. Being ninth most popular tourist region in the country, we like to find some popular places like Sabarmati Ashram, Great Run of Kutch, Statue of Unity, and many more other places to enjoy our holidays. Statue of Unity is the world's tallest statue with the height of 182 meters. It is dedicated to our first Deputy Prime Minister, the Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji. Its construction cost is nearly around 3,000 crore and annual income generated from it is 82 crore. I like to tell you that over 29 lakh tourists visit the Statue of Unity since its inauguration. So Shivansh, do you think it is a good idea for Gujarat's model?
A very good decision taken by Gujarat government.
Now, I'd like to draw attention about the agricultural conditions prevailing in Gujarat. So, by looking at statistics, we can know how poor the agricultural condition is prevailing in Gujarat. Firstly, in the year 2011 to 12, drought and water crisis brought down the water rate from 7 to 8% earlier to just 3.5% currently. Secondly, poor crop insurance. Even in good areas, the coverage is 10 to 12%. Thirdly, cherry on the top comes with declining public investment in agriculture sector. You can know they are starving for food because this much poor conditions are there in Gujarat. I think government needs to increase its expenditure on agriculture rather than just capital investment which it is currently focusing on. So Samiksha, what are your opinion about the agriculture conditions prevailing in Gujarat?
Yes, I think agricultural condition prevailing in Gujarat is very poor as statistics clearly represent. Now I want to discuss about women's empowerment. Women's empowerment is the process of empowering women. It may be defined in several ways, including accepting women's viewpoint or making an effort to seek them, raising the status of women through education, awareness, literacy, and training. Gujarat is doing measurably better than the national average and better than most of the state in terms of percentage of women who participate in household discussion. It has witnessed a drop of around 10% points since 1999 from 94.5% to 85.4%. It has also witnessed an increase in the number of women who are completing high schools. Gujarat is seeing very great improvement in overall levels.
Yes, Amisha, I think it is a good initiative taken by the Gujarat government. I think women also get a chance to show their abilities.
So Shivansh, what are your opinions about health condition prevailing in Gujarat?
Healthcare. Gujarat has achieved significant progress in terms of providing primary healthcare to its citizens. Share of primary care in the total healthcare market of Gujarat is around 75 to 80%. Secondary and tertiary care account for 17% and 4% respectively of total healthcare market. The healthcare landscape in Gujarat is changing rapidly. Healthcare facilities have improved the health of population of the state remarkably over the population.
Going to represent my view on education under Modi Gujarat model. Like education becomes so basics like food, shelter in modern era. Like it become so important like food, shelter. Yeah. I still remember that day when a woman asked Modi ji about children and their focus toward their studies, and Modi suddenly said PUBG, and all were laughing in the crowd. So yeah, we can say, but it's an important thing. Like actually, it's an important thing. Education becomes so popular among the teenager, among the children, among the all. Like if a person is educated, he can earn their own good lifestyle. Well, I know a person. He is a poor man, but when he started taking education from YouTube and all, now he's become rich. Like it's not a sudden movement like from a poor to rich, but it's the basic things. Like he understand what is education. He gain knowledge, and then he build their own building and all. Like so, it's a process. Yeah, education teach a person how to be a more creative, how to be a more understanding. Well, and Modi ji and his team is well creating and well investing in education. Like Modi ji suddenly launched a new education policy. Under it was previous it was 10 plus 2, and but it was now 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. What is it? Well, respectively, it's the ages. Like it was divided as 3 to 8-year-old, 8 to 11-year-old, 11 to 14-year-old, and 14 to 18-year-old, respectively.
So Rahul, what do you want to comment about Ayush Jain's topic?
I think government should spend more on education as it will help in decreasing unemployment, and at the same time it will help in increasing skills and capabilities of youth. Now I'd like to conclude the group discussion with our opinion on the whole topic, as development is a broader concept which includes all aspects of an economy, whether it is health, education, etc. Taking into consideration Gujarat just increase in capital investment and increasing revenue of state doesn't satisfy the point of development. Thank you.
Yes, we are agree with what just Rahul said.
Yes, I agree with what Rahul just said. Government of Gujarat should just not only focus on increasing capital investment, it should also focus on giving quality of life to people of its state by increasing its expenditure in health, education, infrastructure, women empowerment, infant mortality rate, death rate, and many more things which can bring a quality of standard of living in one's life. Now, here I like to end our group discussion. Thank you.